Welcome back to Cavan County Matters, right here on Irish TV. I'm in Ballyjames to meet a few of the members from the Breffni Photography Club. Des, there's a wonderful exhibition going on here at Cavan County Museum. Tell us about your group.
We started about 2 years ago. I initially got the idea from Facebook. There were so many people into photography. I said, especially locally, I said, wouldn't it be great to get that group together and work together as a team? And then I formed the Breffni Photography Club.
Because of course you yourself, you're a professional photographer, so you have a huge interest in this area.
I have, of course, and it's a huge outlet now for people. It's great to get out into off the beaten track, as the fella says, and get some nice photographs. I
mean, I presume sometimes photography, especially, you know, as a career, can be a lonely profession because you'll work a lot on your own as well.
That's true, but by having the group, and we all have the same interests, basically, it's very good because we can hone our skills and learn from each other, basically. That's the whole idea.
Declan, you have an exhibition going on here at Cavan County Museum. I must say I'm blown away by some of the photographs here. Really stunning work.
Yes, thank you. Well, it's a combination of all the work for the photographers, all the members of the club throughout the year. We planned it earlier in the year that this is our second exhibition here today.
You're prolific, as they say.
This is it. But it's the second exhibition we've done in many years the club has been in existence, and there's about 40 plus members of the club, and they've all contributed to varying degrees in the images, and we're looking forward to the future and hopefully many more.
Absolutely. When I look around at the pictures, we've lots of different, I suppose, areas, themes going on. Behind you there we have some wildlife and water. I mean, is it kind of a thing, Des, where you decide on a week where let's do still life this time, let's do wildlife this time? How does it work?
We do have many, I suppose, different workshops within the year as a club. We plan them for the year. So last year we had wildlife workshops, we had macro, we had still life workshops, landscape workshops as well. So there's so many variations within photography. We have to, as a group, find out what we plan the year, and then we plan having, I suppose, trips around the country and doing various types of photography.
Declan, I know you have some wonderful photographs on display here, as does your wife Michelle. You know, was this something that you were interested in before you met up with Des and the Breffni Photography Club?
Absolutely. Both my wife Michelle and I were both keen photographers beforehand, and it was a case of when Des announced the club, he was looking for volunteers to help out. Now Michelle volunteered to be the secretary, and initially I was helping out with IT stuff, keeping computers, and Photoshop, you see, would be a huge, and Lightroom would be a huge aspect of photography nowadays, as opposed to a traditional photographer's days. He might have started out with the likes of film, now it's digital photography. So that's one of the aspects that I've often given classes in how to use photography, or Photoshop rather, and how to edit the images after the fact. And that's also another important part of the club, whereby some days it's practical days out in the field taking photographs, whereas other times it's we actually hold our meetings in the Lakeside Manor here in Virginia, yes, and fortnightly. And alternatively we have practical nights in photography, and then work on computers and editing, and then we also have internal competitions between the club members, and we have guest speakers, photographers from all over the world and the country lead some of the best that Ireland has to offer.
I mean, it's a wonderful thing. It's a great pastime, you know, if it's not even on a professional level, Des, because you're getting out into nature and you're looking at wildlife, you're looking at animals just in a different way. You're looking at them with an artist's eye.
That's very true. And people do ask me, well, do I have a favourite image? I actually don't, because I haven't taken it yet. So you're always on the search for a new image all the time. And it can become, I suppose, a little bit of an addiction, which is great. I'm very passionate, and so is the club, very passionate about what they do. Can I just also add as well, the reason the club was formed, we are affiliated with the IPF. Mm-hmm. We're fully insured. And what I want from the club is them to strive in photography and get accreditations for it in terms of distinctions. So I'm going to spend a lot of the time next year pushing our members forward for distinctions, so that's going to be a good push.
Absolutely. Well, Des, tell us, how can they get in contact with yourself or with the Breffni Photography Club if they'd like to do so?
We have a website called the Breffni Photography Club, if you Google that, and also we have Facebook. We have a Facebook account as well, so we look at Breffni Photography
So you're
Club.
Online, as they say.
We're online.
Well, listen, congratulations, a really fabulous exhibition. Well done to all involved.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
If you'd like to join Breffni Photography Club, they're taking registrations this January. Well, finally,